We are happy for the digital skills training that we have been able to undergo for the past 2 days here in Isiolo. It has been very vital for us to be encouraged on how and also to be capacity built on how we can encourage citizen participation and how they can be able to understand how they track budgets and where you can even get the information so that you stay in the loop on how to hold your government accountable for governance processes.
It has been very beneficial. One of the key things we have done as a team during these 2 days was learning more on how to identify and to also track county budgets and how to also carry out social accountability activities. And as a team, we have committed ourselves and developed an action plan as a Meru County on different things that will follow up, the projects that are under this new regime in Meru County, in order to ensure that the budget allocated for particular projects is followed and the CSO network as well, their voices are amplified.
These digital tools are a very vital part of our advocacy, and especially given that many of us, especially on the ground and grassroots levels, youths, women, and very many citizens have a lot of information about projects, stalled projects. Especially in Meru County, we have had issues with transitioning from the different leaders that have been there, especially our governors in the county executive, which has led to a lot of incomplete projects, and some of them have even been left stalled and unattended to. So these platforms are giving us an opportunity as citizens and also as CSOs to be able to come out, package the information, and maybe someone else is able to get what we are pointing out, and they're able to escalate it to different levels and include other stakeholders in helping us fight for accountability and end corruption, and especially budgeted corruption within Meru County.
Imekuwa ya muhimu sana kwetu kama wanaharakati wa kutetea haki za jamii CSOs, sababu tumejifunza mambo mengi ambayo hatukuwa tunajua na jinsi ambavyo tungeweza kupeleka malalamishi yetu kwa relevant authorities. Imekuwa ni ya muhimu kwetu kwa sababu mpaka saa hii tumechanuka kiasi kwamba tunaweza kwenda na kueleza jamii jinsi ya kuhaya the grievances ili wakapate kusikizwa na relevant authorities ambazo zinahusika kama county government na other authorities. Kama jamii ya watu wanaoishi na ulemavu imenisaidia sana, ama imetusaidia sana kwa sababu mara mingi hatukuwa tumeelewa. Kama vile maandiko ya Bible inasema watu wangu hupotea kwa kutokuwa na maarifa, tumepata maarifa mengi ambayo yatatusaidia kuhaya our grievances kama jamii ya watu wanaishi na ulemavu. Kama jana wakati ambapo tumepata kufunzwa mambo hii maana ya kuongea, niliweza kutuma ripoti moja vile ambavyo tumekuwa tukiteseka na mambo ya assessment ya institutions za serikali na maofisi. Nilipotuma hiyo ripoti nilipata kujibiwa, na for now hiyo ripoti wanaendelea kuchunguza na wameniambia ripoti ikikamilika watatupea majibu. Kwa hivyo inaonekana kwamba kuna mahali ambapo tunaweza kupeleka malalamishi yetu na tusaidike ili jamii ikaweze kusaidika.
As Transparency International Kenya, we have been engaging civil society organizations and media representatives or journalists from Isiolo and Meru County around using digital technologies to promote transparency, accountability, and anti-corruption, which is our vision. So one of the tools we're using is the Action for Transparency app, which is a platform that enables citizens, CSOs, media to track budgets, to keep track of what money has been allocated, how it is being spent, what contracts have been awarded, and then in terms of keeping track, but also then utilizing that information to be able to engage duty bearers, county officials, to then ask for accountability, better allocation of resources, to actually, the media can use that app to also develop stories or investigative pieces and the like, but really we use the application to then expose management issues to do with management of public resources, and we have been training the CSOs and media on the same so that they're able to then identify key projects upload relevant information, but then we'll also use that information to then, as evidence, in terms of evidence-based advocacy, to then engage duty bearers to see how they can rectify some of the gaps we find, to push them to avail information, because one of the challenges facing CSOs and media is access to information. So then the app is able to tell you where there are gaps in information, and also where there are gaps in terms of proper utilization of public resources. We're then able to engage duty bearers using the evidence gathered through the app to then ensure that we're seeing change in our communities, and to ensure that the resources we have and that resources that have been allocated for projects are being used properly to then ensure proper service delivery to wananchi. We have been implementing the 2 new projects, Tupigane and Office Study project, in collaboration with Konrad Adenauer Stiftung, the Institute for Social Accountability as well, and it is co-funded by the European Union. So for the past 2 years, we have been engaging civil society organizations at the local level, as well as media actors, journalists, and county government officials. So far, one of the key objectives of this project was to deploy digital technologies, which we have done as TI Kenya. So we have the Action for Transparency app, and we also have the Uwajibikaji Pamoja platform, which is a platform that allows wananchi to report complaints around any corruption, governance issues they're seeing, any accountability concerns. So once they are reported, we're able to then take up those complaints, investigate, ascertain whether they're correct or the situation of things, then refer them to the relevant agencies to act on them. So whether it is the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, or the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights, or our own legal officers, every complaint submitted, then we're able to get to take action on it, to ensure that citizen issues are then addressed. And we do this because we're in the digital era, and we're seeing increasingly that citizens want an easy way of submitting reports, an anonymous way of submitting reports. And for anyone who wants to submit the reports, then you can be able to do that through the SMS shortcode 22130. You just send your report as a message to that SMS code. It is free, or you can go online to wajibikajipamoja.org, and you'll be able to see an online form where you can report. So for these past 2 days, tumekuwa tukiengage wanahabari na pia mashirika ya kijamii kutoka Isiolo na Meru, ili tuweze kujadiliana kuhusu ile kutumia teknolojia za kidijitali kuhakikisha kuwa hizi teknolojia zinatumika katika masuala ya uongozi, governance, transparency, masuala ya kuhakikisha kuwa kuna uwazi na uwajibikaji katika jamii, ili tuweze kuwawezesha kutumia hizi teknolojia, kutrack budgets, kuhold their leaders accountable, kureport complaints and corruption, and it has been quite successful. We've seen already, tumepata kuwa kuna ripoti zimekuwa submitted already through the different digital tools, and we hope that they will also deploy that information to other citizens to be able to also encourage uptake of the tools, so that as wananchi we can all hold our leaders accountable.